So guys, we just wrote this code over here on the left side, testbench side. We just initialized a time scale 1 nanosecond over picosecond. This means that we will have a precision of 1 ps while our time scale is 1 nanosecond. This is our time scale. On the left side, it is 1 nanosecond by 1 nanosecond. I left it as it is. So if you keep it nanosecond by nanosecond, you will get exactly the same time, whatever you wrote here. In this case, you will get some zeros because of the precision, difference of the precision. So it's up to you. This is the unit and this is the precision, how much precision you want. So we initialize a module called test, two variables a, b. We might not use them, but I just initialize them. So in the initial begin, I gave a delay. Now this is how you give delay in Verilog. I call this delay. This is our delay. I write a comment. This is how you give a delay. So this is a delay of 2 time cycles, 2 cycles. Unlike the microcontrollers, where if I write in case of Arduino delay 2, it means a delay of 2 microseconds. While here it does not mean that. It means this is a delay defined by your time scale. And then from where you are fetching your data. So in my case, this is 2 and I am fetching my data from $time, that is the system clock, to display this time. Then it means 2000. Now see over here, if I remove this PS and I make it NS, then I try to run this, then what happens? Wait. Now see, I have changed the precision. Now it is going to display as it is because this is what the precision is like. Difference between a nanosecond and a picosecond is 10 power minus 3. So there were 3 zeros. Now because I have made it same, so there will be no precision. This will display as it is, whatever you write here. So this is your delay. Now see, we displayed this line at #2. This means from the initial begin, we purposely delayed the code by 2 time cycles. And then this is my time and when this command is executed. Then after 5, now I'm writing here 5, but it will say after 10 time cycles, because 2 plus 5, it means 7. This command is displayed. Now I display this command another time. I will display the time another time after 10. Now see what happens. We run the code. Wait. See, now it do not say 10. Like we didn't pause the code for 10. 2 plus 5 plus 10. Since the initial began, it was about 17 time cycle. This line was executed. So this is how you give delay in Verilog. You basically use this command #256 to delay the time cycles. And you can waste as many time cycles as you want as per your code requirement. So guys, hello guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. In this lecture, we will be learning about how to give delay in Verilog, and we will be using EDA playground to simulate and test the code as a demonstration. So let's get started. So guys, let's open the EDA playground. Go to your Google, write down EDA playground, click on EDA playground. Let me open the magnifier so you guys can see better. Okay, first of all, you have to sign up and then you have to log in. Remember, to get the full functionality of EDA playground, you have to sign up with either an institution or an organizational email, else you will not be able to use the commercial simulators. So let's log in. There you go. Now guys, as you know, the delay in every type of microcontrollers that we have programmed so far was just about wasting some time, or you can see it, but the word delay itself is self-explanatory. It means to stop something or pause something for a specified time. Now here we will play with the delay. Now on the right side, you have a design window. You'll write your VLSI or Verilog design code over here. On the left side, you will write your testbench code. Since delay can be used on both sides, but we will go with the testbench side. So on the testbench side, I just take a module called test. There you go. Then we take some variables. I call reg A, reg B. That's all, just for demonstration. Then after that, we start the initial begin. Our code starts here and it will end here, and the module will end here. Now in between these, you should write your code. Now usually in your Arduino IDE, you write the delay like this. You write delay bracket 50, it means a delay of 50 millisecond. But here in RTL Verilog, the things are a bit different. You give delay like this, you write hash 5. Now this is a delay of 5. Now let's show this on the screen as well. We use a $display command or $monitor command. Both will do the same job. $monitor, and I want to display the time. Time is equal to percentage 0t. I want to display it as it is. That's all. This is my time. Okay. Now this will be the time. Now we close the brackets. Now we mention the variable from where the time will be fetched. In my case, it will be fetched from the system clock $time. Then I will close the bracket, and that's it. So there is my complete code. Now for the $monitor command, we will be displaying the time. Now the time changes at this interval. At this interval, we make it hash 2. Now it is 2 at this interval, 5 at this interval. Now the point is, I am calling this to be 5 nanosecond, but I have to define it somewhere. By default, whenever you will select your simulator, it will be able to decide the time on the EDA playground. Suppose I select a commercial simulator called Cadence. Now see, the time is already selected to be 1 nanosecond time scale. When I have written this, it means that this means 1 nanosecond. So I also, if you want, you can define the time here as well. Time scale 1 ns divided by 1 ps. Now this is the time unit, and this is your precision. If you make it 1 ns, it will still be fine. But if you make it ps, it will be more precise. So 1 nanosecond, this is your unit, and this is the precision. So hash 2 means the time is in nanosecond. Now these are 2 nanoseconds. After 2 nanoseconds, display this command. So we just make it display because it will work better. Display command is only displays the data as soon as this command is executed. Well, I want something like this. Now again we execute this command. Now at 5, it have to display the time again. Now again at 10. Now see, basically what we are doing over here is that we are basically wasting time on intervals. Also, we could have done something in those 2 nanoseconds, but I want to delay the code. Like, this should be displayed after 2 nanoseconds. That is what will happen. This will be displayed after 5 nanoseconds. That is what is going to happen, and this will be displayed after 10 nanoseconds. Okay, we save the code and then run the code and see what happens. I click on run. Now we wait. Okay, there you can see at time interval 2, this is the time interval 2, display command displayed this. This is our text, and this is the time. Percentage 0t means display it as it is. So 2000, it means 2 nanosecond at 2 time interval. This is my time. Then we displayed the time 2 plus 7. It is after 7 time intervals. See, it shows this is my time. The clock started from 0 as soon as I wrote the initial began. Now that's how you give delay in the Verilog. So guys, this is it. I hope you guys learned something from this lecture. If you have any questions, please do ask. We'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye until then.